The other side that we face, we are the one to confront the Bini warriors. So which we did. And we did it perfectly.
Asai of Akure Senior High Chief Shola Adegbomire and Ashamo of Akure Land High Chief Rotimi Olushanya explained the hierarchy of position of the core administrators of Akure Kingdom, referred to as Iwarefa Mefa.
We have Olisa next to Deji, we have Odokwetu, we have Elemo, we have Aro, then we have Ojomu, then I'm the last of the pack, the number 6. So it used to, then later on they added some chiefs were added to it, and then I chiefs multiplied. But the present DG now upgraded us again. That even if we cannot become Oba, that at least we should be known as, you know. So that's why we're even giving the caps that we wear, so that it's like a ceremonial cap, so that any time that DG cannot be at every event, so it will send us. So we are the core administrators from the beginning of the traditional setting of Akure. They were from the core inner with the DG. Then that's the first group. So Iwafamefa is taken out of the ARS.
Apart from these 6 senior high chiefs, which we refer to as Iwarefa, they are the senior chiefs in the town. Then we have 5 senior high chiefs in Ekoma group of chiefs. They are kingmakers. We have 4 high chiefs in Ejua group of chiefs. They are kingmakers. We have 2 in Ogbe group. 2 high chiefs. They are kingmakers too. Then we have 2 in Owose group of chiefs. They are also kingmakers. So, but both out of these high chiefs, at least out of these 19, 17 of them have quarters, which they all governed.
Akure, which used to be a small geographical entity at inception, with just a handful of huts, hamlets, and farmers' camps scattered in communities such as Odosaye, Uro, Ijemikin, Odokwetu, Isolo, and Ijomu, has witnessed tremendous transformation over the years, just as its recognitions as the seat of government of Ondo State since 1976 contributed in no small measure to the success story.
NGO of the state comes from here. What I mean by the NGO is that the internally generated revenue, the IGR, sorry if you want me to use that language. So because most of the NGOs, the companies and all that stuff, they are based here. So if you now see the way we have developed, you can't compare it to Ondo, you can't compare it to Owo, you can't compare it to where is around. No, because it has expanded so much that we are even happy. That if you look at all the schools surrounding Akure before, we just give them land, because there's nothing that we want to do with the land. We just say, so they were just farming, people were just there, so schools will have farms, they will have football field, you can imagine how many hectares of land. If you look at it, and that's why even all the police stations used to be boundaries, because we always want them to protect. So we just give them land and all that. If you look at it now, all the police stations, they are actually, in the town, and houses are beyond. Now you have Ijoka, you have Abushoro, you have everywhere. So being the state capitals, we receive a lot of people, and Akure has been like that even before it was made the state capital. Akure has always been the one to receive people. We encourage it. And later, Afumbiowo did that so much. Even people criticize him and say, why do you like Alejo? He said, no, Alejo, we are not.
strategic areas like Arakale, Obade-Shida Road, Ijapo, and Alagbaka, among other popular quarters, presently house large number of non-indigens with sprawling mansions and thriving business outfits. The undeniable economic breakthrough of many Nigerians who are not sons and daughters of the soil has fueled insinuations that Akure is selling off its birthright to strangers. The question now is Akure truly offering its treasured inheritance in exchange for instant financial gratification? Elemo of the kingdom, Senior High Chief Segun Adedipe reacts.
Land itself belongs to God. You don't know where you are going to end up in life. When I left Akure, I lived in Lagos before I went outside town, and today I had houses in Lagos. I'm not an indigen of Lagos, but I was privileged to be there, and I bought houses and I built houses. I went to the US. I was a non-indigen, although I became a citizen. I bought houses that are still there in the US. So I don't believe that the non-indigens that come to Akure to build their houses or build their businesses or build their markets in Akure has done anything wrong. And moreover, don't forget that they must have bought the land with their own money. I don't think they stop any Akure man from buying it, or stop any Akure indigen from buying. Two, none of these non-indigens will carry this property to where they come from. It automatically makes them part of the community. Somebody bought an old building, converted the place to a commercial building where people are making a living. And you are now telling me that that person is a non-indigen and you could not do that? No, I am not in that group of thought. I believe that they are helping to develop the economy of Akure. Both Akure people and non-Akure people are benefiting from this economy.
For custodians of the city's cultural heritage, Akure will continue to stand tall among its peers as home to all, irrespective of tribal, religious, or other primordial considerations. Odokpetu of Akure, Senior High Chief Olufemi Bello, and others equally submitted that the enviable success story as abode of peace coexistence has come to stay, more so that both indigenes and residents are cognizant of the town's traditional rights and cultural heritage.
Akure is has a rich cultural heritage, either indigenously or from Oduduwa. You can see from all the festivals that we perform here, I don't call it rituals, I call festivals of celebration that we do, from Airigbe to all the kunles that we do in Deji's Palace, the Jeshu, the Ogun Festival. There's so many. We are deeply cultural people, and we try to keep to our culture irrespective of what. Akure people depend solely on their culture to survive. Well, you have a mix of religion, in terms of the Christian religion, Catholicism, Pentecostalism, but all the same. There's no Akure indigene that I know, freeborn, that does not do Isheshi.
Some of the things that we are now tagging as not good. A lot of these things were created by our forefathers to entertain themselves. Iju ACB, from oral tradition, a gbọ́ pé Ọba Ilé ló ti wá. That he came from Ọba Ilé. True, a son of the Ọba who now became the Deji of Akure, Ọba Agbeyi, who insisted that all those things, all the traditional dances and things that go on in his place should be brought to Akure. And that's how the ACB people come to Akure once a year They will dance around the town and sing praise some people, talk about the things that have happened, those things that people did wrong, they will bring it out into the open, and so on and so forth. The same thing is the Omojao. It's very similar. They too, they come and they celebrate. It's a particular time of the year. It's the change of season. You hear us say that we are doing our yam festival. It's when the old yam is going out, the dry yam is going out, and the fresh ones are coming in. I don't really see any oracle that is involved in this. It's just a way of entertaining yourselves and praise and keeping themselves happy. Yes, in those days, they can only pray to the God they know. So they will pray to the God of rain, God of sunshine, God of fertility, God of and so on and so forth. In modern days, we now have Christianity. It doesn't stop the entertainment that is involved in civilized worlds. They do their entertainment. In the US, for instance, every November, they do the annual festival. In England, they still have the annual festival of different kind of traditions. So the same thing with us. We still maintain our culture and tradition. It doesn't make, there's no evil involved in our culture. There's no evil involved in our tradition. If anything that looks evil in it, we take it out. Because life is dynamic. So we keep changing and evolving into new ways of life. So when you see an Egungun masquerade dancing in front of my palace, it's just to entertain. You see them dancing and singing is pure entertainment to keep us happy. The ACB people, they dance too, they keep us happy. You have the traditional worshippers, you see them dancing and it's entertainment. It doesn't stop them from praying to the God they know. The traditional culture of Akure is very beautiful. Don't forget, I'm the LM of Akure. I'm one of the custodians of the culture. I just finished my Yam Festival about a week ago, and that's part of the things we do. Well, we have a very beautiful culture.
Stakeholders, including President of Youths, Akure Kingdom, Oluwatuyi Adekombi, also attributed the rising status of Akure to harmonious relationship between the throne and its subjects, saying the seamless accord has attracted many favors into the kingdom.
Our own king is exceptional. Exceptional in the area of education, exceptional in the areas of availability, exceptional in the areas of vision, exceptional in all facets of life. Is a blessing to Akure Kingdom. Is a king with an open heart. Is a king that embraces all, irrespective of their status or background. Is a king that loves everybody, either you are born here or outside here. Is a king that embraces investors. Is a king that brings in everybody, irrespective of their religious background as well. He loves people.
Number of the Council of Chiefs from being given a national honor of CFR for becoming the chancellor of the Futamina, and so on and so forth. Good things have been happening at his time. In his time, in the political scene, Akure now has a member of the Federal House of Rep. Akure has a senator. Akure Indigen is a senator. Akure Indigen is a member of the House of Rep. You can't fault that. Akure has been doing well during his time. I will say this. We maintain a cordial relationship with the Kabiyesi of we had no problem. Kabiyesi to maintain a very, very cordial relationship with any of his chiefs. I can guarantee that. I can tell you that we enjoy him and we are praying